What's up, man? It's your boy G Dot in the building, Too Lit Podcast. Check this out, man. Powered by the Ink. I got my boy in here, Joseph, in the building, man. Y'all see him, y'all know the face. Y'all see the videos he be posting with the fly music and shit. He got his own style going on, man. Brother, I'm a fan.
Man, appreciate that.
I'm a fan, man. I'm gonna go ahead and start out like that, man. I'm a fan of giving people their flowers now. So like, yeah, bro, you doing it.
Yeah,
you doing it, man. And I like it, man. About a few weeks ago, I got hipped on to it, and I was like, I like the way this looking, like the way this sounding.
Yeah.
So I kept going in with it. So I was like, bet, man, keep that shit up, bro.
Yeah,
I love
sure.
it.
I
So,
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. So where you from?
I'm from the south side of Arlington, so like
South side of the
the apartments I grew up in is like right down the street, Rush Creek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's lit, man.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah.
up, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think if I probably met one actual Arlington artist that I legit fuck with. You know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody else, they kind of hit and miss with me.
yeah,
But yeah, that's lit, man.
yeah.
So let's dive into some stuff, man, on your music and everything like that, man. Where you get that? Where that come from with you, man? Like when you writing, like what do you do with that?
I mean, as far as like the creative process or like what got me into music.
Yeah, just the creating like your own sound.
Yeah, I'm just a melting pot, bro. Like my my dad is from LA. He from South Central, like, and so that heavy West Coast influence growing up, that was all he was playing. He wasn't really into like the down south rap, but obviously you can't avoid that just like being here.
You look like you from Cali.
Yeah, so that's DNA.
Yeah, that's what's up though. That's crazy how that is, but yeah, you do though, bro.
Yeah.
You look like you. I wouldn't be shocked if you told me you was from somewhere like, I don't know, where Nipsey from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something
Nah,
like
so my dad, like, he came up like right off around that area. He from like my family from Hoovers, but
okay, gotcha.
But yeah, so he from there, and then my mom is like a little country girl from Appomattox, Virginia, who grew up in church, and so it's like the combination of those two things, kind of like where I get my little flavor from it, and just like discovering music on my own. So Bob Marley, Miles Davis, Lenny Kravitz, like Jay-Z, Nip. You know what I'm saying? We can
That's a good juggernaut. That's a good mix right there.
For sure.
So dope, brother. I love it, man. Tell me something, man. Would you be going as hard with the support that you got over none? If you had no supporters right now, would you still be going as hard as you go?
Yeah, man. I've been at this for 10 years.
So yeah, you know what
yeah.
it looked like from this ground zero.
For sure. Me and my team, like we've been doing this together for I started like writing songs a decade ago. Right. But like as far as moving with my team, like it's been about 8 years, and so like we know what it's like to put out a song and 3 people listen to it. Right. We know what it's like to do a show and there's 8 people in the crowd.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? So we know what that is. And it's just like, it's funny, me and one of my managers was talking on Thursday, and it was like, man, it just had to be God, like, for us to keep going, cause like, why? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, what's gonna make you persevere? Right. And to get to this point where we at now, and we still feel like we just like at the beginning, But
that's how it's supposed to feel, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always looking on to the next, bro. So you look back and you be like, damn, I did accomplish some shit. But
for sure.
Always looking to the next, and that's how you got it. That's the mindset you got to keep, man. That's a boss mindset for real. So I got a random question. What is the stupidest thing you spent money on? Like the dumbest thing, not even investments, the dumbest stuff you just blew a bag on. It's like, why the fuck did I buy that? Like, you probably look at your house like, this is collecting dust, like, or something like that. Like, what is the crazy shit you just spend money on? Everybody got at least a story like that. Yeah. You're like, this shit's stupid, but it's a hell of a story.
I don't know, cause I'm not like that. I'm kind of like if I'm gonna spend money on something, I like want to use it for a long time.
Same here.
Even like with clothes, like I don't buy trendy stuff. I always buy like timeless pieces, like a Carhartt. This is timeless. This is always gonna be in fashion. You know what I'm saying? So like, I always I try and shop like that. So I haven't bought anything where it's like you know what I'm saying? I ain't need that. Like
I know what you're talking about. That shit. I got friends that are terrible with money. Yeah. So them motherfuckers, well, shit, I'll come over there and be like, bro, what is that?
Yeah.
Like, this is
just sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah.
I ain't never really been that. I ain't never really been one like that. My son is. He get yeah, for sure. He gets stuff and it'll just like, bro, you ever gonna use this? Like, cause when you was convincing us to get it, like you swore you was gonna use it to live.
No, real talk. I kids too, so I'll be like, yo, you better play or do something with
for
it.
Real,
like,
man.
you better go stop looking at that thing, man. But it should be costing hundreds of dollars.
For sure.
So that's just how I go, man. So I had a question, bro. What do you think that Cause right now we got a lot of shit going on in this world. It's fucked up. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about this whole COVID situation. I talk about this shit with everybody on the show. Like, how is this affecting people? Like, do you see it driving people crazy, or do you see it in a weird way? Even though we're supposed to be like this, do you see us kind of coming together more?
Yeah, I think what it did is it reminded people how important like real community is. Right. So not like the surface level of like, hey, we just kind of rubbing shoulders because we in the same space, but the value of like deep relationship with people. I think that's the biggest thing that COVID did. I know that's what it did for me and my family. It's just like, you know, it really, you know, impacted my family as far as like specifically me and my wife. Like it brought us closer because we were in a really, really, really messed up place. And the shutdown just enabled us to really deal with some real issues.
Get back attached.
Yeah, I mean, like it's really like a miracle, you know, what happened between us. And so that's what it did, and I think it's like reinforced that with people. You look at like people were like, "No, I'm gonna go spend the holidays with my family," because you're like, "Man, I really miss so and so. I miss you know." And I think that's what it did. But on the other hand, too, I think it's giving people fatigue and they being reckless at the same time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's like
it's still not the care.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Still not to give a damn. They like, man, fuck it. I just want to. They just thirsty for going out. They just like when they open the clubs up in Houston, packed.
Yeah, man,
packed full of people, and the numbers was. You know what I'm saying? But you couldn't tell nobody nothing, bro. They was like, man, I just want to get out.
That's the thing about it. It's like, yeah, you know, and one of my closest friends from college, he lives in New Zealand now. He plays ball out there, and they like COVID free. Like literally, they just had the announcement the other day. It was like, yo, no more cases. Do what you want to do.
And we can't get on board for shit.
For nothing, man. You know,
they talking about us.
Yeah, they laughing at us. No, I asked them like, what it look like on the news. It's like, bro, it look like y'all living in hell over there.
Dude,
it do. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and they just chalking it up over there, man.
Yeah,
I know they are, and that feels so good. That's why the borders are closed. Y'all trying to get tickets over there. It ain't gonna happen, bro. Because we can't get our shit together over here. They worry about the money and shit. So ain't nothing for the shutdown.
Yeah.
But that's great news, man, to know that it brought you together with yours. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't do that for everybody.
Yeah, so, it exposed a lot of it exposed holes. That's what it did too. Because it's like you forced to be in either like you forced to be in close proximity with your family, and if you like never really like built that foundation,
you forced to, or you wasn't from happen.
Yeah, or it's just like divorce rates like skyrocketed this past year.
Yeah, man, nobody ever spent that much time with their wife or husband,
which is unfortunate.
Sadly, unfortunate. But some people just like, man, I can't be in the house with you for this long.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, I gotta go to work. I gotta do it. So that's odd, bro, because some of them jobs do save them marriages. I done talked to a few people that was like, yeah, dog, if we went for the job, bro, the shift, we would have been over. Man, I need that break. I'm like, crazy. That's some wild stuff, bro. Yeah. That's some wild shit. But yeah, so goddamn COVID, man. Yeah. So anyway, bro. So back to you, man, and what you got going, man. So like with the music and shit, like the first time you ever like recorded, what did it sound like to you hearing yourself? The first time, like, was you was like, oh shit, that's me, or you was like, okay, that shit was whack.
so it was like a combination of both. You know, I got a little bit of ego, so it was like the challenge of like trying to figure this thing out.
Get
like,
better, right?
Can I get better? And so it was like that with the combination of like I love performing. Like that's like my thing. Like I've been performing my whole life, whether that was like playing basketball or like my mom putting me and my brothers in talent shows, doing just different stuff. And so it's like the stage. I just love the stage. And so it was like, okay, I can do this on stage. and it was just another way to like express. So it like challenged me to be like, okay, I gotta get better at this. And then as you keep doing it, I just really like fell in love with it, and it's like my way of sorting through my thoughts at this point. It's like this is how I'm able to like communicate with myself, some just different things. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, that's a bad thing. Cause yeah, my first time went like that.
Yeah.
My first time was goofy as hell. It was fun. Don't get me wrong, we had fun, but over the course of time, I'm like, all right, y'all, we can't be wasting $50 an hour for this shit.
Right.
We need to get these bars together. So, but that's cool though, bro. But over the course of time, like I said, it comes with time. It's just like a muscle. The more you work it out, the better you get at it. The more
100%.
stronger you get.
100%.
So that's lit, man. So I see the way that you spell your name is that how your artist name with the J is?
Yeah, J $ PH.
Yeah. Where you come up with that?
So I was originally, my artist name was Jonathan Joseph, which is my first and middle name.
Right.
And I was in talks with this manager, and he was just like throwing out this idea one day, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you ever thought about like shortening your name?" Mm. Like just Joseph. I was like, absolutely not. I was like, my name got meaning. It's deep. My mama gave me that name.
Yeah.
Like, no way. You know
change.
what I'm saying? Nah.
Yeah.
But he was like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like a lot to say. And I had been like, knew that like it is like Jonathan Joseph is a long name.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I don't know. And then he was like, what about like JSPH? I was like, that looks horrible on paper. And but it just kind of stayed in my mind. And I was just driving one day, and it literally just like an acronym just like dropped out of heaven, and it was like joy, sacrifice, pain, hustle, and the S with the $ being like a like an allegory to where it's like you gotta sacrifice to gain. Right. So and that's just where it came from. And
deep.
Yeah, man.
I like that. That's I like that, because some dudes they do that to their name, and they don't know why they did. They just do it just because it's like somebody got their name. Just take the A out.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna run with the copyrights.
Yeah.
Just put that on paper. But yeah, that's dope, man. I love hearing that type of stuff. Like, that actually has meaning to it. Because I noticed that, like I said, in your bio and stuff, and that's the actual artist name. I'm like, that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to know where that came from. So that's where it's at. That's where it's at, man. And that you can carry that, man, with you. And I can tell, like, you can, when you put that, when you get behind that mic and you spitting that, you got that with you. It's in your psyche. With that. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you got a meaning behind your name when you don't.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
What's up, man? Too lit. Yeah. So, oh man, let's see. I want to ask some questions, bro. Have you ever been in a group?
Have I ever been? Oh, for sure. I feel like every rapper's been in a group
and
before.
Just
you and your homies, y'all want to like, you know what I'm saying?
What made you go solo then?
Man, it was
no beef or nothing.
No. That's I learned early. You don't burn bridges.
Right.
You just don't do it. Because you just never know when you may need some help from that
so
person.
So same case, you can call up and do a track with
right now. Not even that. I can call them and like on some like grown men personal stuff. Yeah. Like
it should be like that.
And he was the homie was shout out to my boy Xavier. He was just moving to a different space in his life. He was married, and they were about to have a kid, and he wanted to do something different. And I was like really pressing into like my gift, and it was just like, okay, it's time. I gotta like do my own thing. And I could see like the level, the amount of energy and time that I was willing to put in, he wasn't necessarily willing to put it in. Right. Not because he like not a hard worker. It's just at the place he was in his life.
Just life.
You know what I'm saying? About to have a kid, married. So that was like he had to make a decision, and he chose. And it's all love, because I definitely understand it, and I commend it for it. And they got a lovely, beautiful family now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he looked back and like it's no brainer, do it again.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy for me. I got death threats.
You got death threats?
I got death threats.
Over rap?
So it's because the thing was with me, bro, I wasn't just the artist. I was the graphic designer. I was the video production guy. I was the editor. And the artist. And the making beats. Yeah. So when G-Dot gone. You know
he taking the whole operation
yeah,
with him.
So you ain't getting none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand, that's thousands of dollars worth of worth of work
For sure.
for anybody. So yeah, when I was doing that with people, yeah, bro. And then I was like, man, I'm finna just back up. And I never came at them crazy sideways. They started doing some crazy shit out of my lane. Like dudes was snorting cocaine at our shows.
Yeah, man.
I was, yeah, man, that's not even me. You know what I'm saying? That's not even my crowd. So when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna back up. You know what I'm saying? Do my own shit. Yeah, dudes start getting in on Facebook and letting me know you know where you live. And I'm like, come on, man, with this shit. Yeah. And I don't feel bad.
Because you making a decision to better yourself.
Thank you.
Hey, it's crazy. Nah, bro, it's like hypocritical. It's like, bro,
weird.
you mad that I'm trying to like do better?
It's weird, bro. And it's so crazy because at a one point, especially when you're in a group, when nobody won't let anybody shine, I always say this, nobody wants to be Robin to a Batman. Nobody.
That's true.
Nobody wants to do that stuff. So when they start feeling that shadow, then it's like you're gonna start feeling it too. You're gonna start feeling that shade for it. That's That's what I start feeling.
For sure, and that's it just go back to the importance of like the team understanding.
Playing that role,
man. Like that's my manager Swerve. He's adamant about that. He's like, listen, if anybody is on board and they don't realize like who the in our sense like who the LeBron of our team is, then you ain't got no business being on the team. And it's like for me that's hard to say. I come from playing basketball, so I'm a point guard by nature. So and it's like I want to see people score, but they always like, hey Jay, like no disrespect, but like you gotta be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go get the buckets, you gotta score, you gotta. And so And they adamant about like, hey, if anybody doesn't understand that, we gotta cut you off.
I think that's where a lot of beefs come from.
For sure.
Is because nobody understands that, or if somebody said they did, and then they start feeling some type of way down the line.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man, that's how it was. It was not. That's why afterwards I just did it solo that way, but it was no easy. I got apologies later, but it was years later.
Were they your homeboys first before y'all started making music, or was the relationship built off of
the relationship was at first it was strictly professional. When I got with them, that's what it was, and then we started to get cool.
Yeah, that's always tricky.
Ain't it? It is, man. But again, me learning, I'm not knowing all that, so I don't even see it. Like, dude, why you coming at me like that? You know what I'm saying? Because now my family see it, and I got some stupid cousins, so they were finna do something. I'm like, man, we don't need like, that's gonna come back to me. It's coming back to you.
We don't need none of that.
Nah, bro, please don't do that.
Question real quick. So, who would you want to do a collab with, and who would you want to see collab?
Like in the city or?
It don't matter. Well,
known.
Yeah, like main.
Who? Oh, okay, so this is a twofold question: producer or artist?
Either or.
Okay. Shoot. Producer. If it was, I'm gonna do both. So if it was a producer, it would have to be Timberland. I'm gonna say
he's my guy already.
Yeah.
That's my favorite producer, by the way.
Listen, so the Basement Crew, Timberland, Missy, like all of them, those are my favorite.
Nostalgia, bro.
Man, Static Major is my favorite songwriter ever. You know, and so artists that I would want to work with.
Magoo.
Magoo. People don't realize. You know what I'm saying?
I still listen to them old albums.
Man. Yeah, we definitely ride to Aaliyah a lot. We ride to, Missy, Static Major sometimes.
Genuine.
Yeah, bro, listen, I thought I was Genuine when I was like 11. No cap.
Hey, that 100%.
Classic, bro.
Still shut it down to this. That whole album from front to back. Anything Timberland touched though. Bubba Sparks. Front to back, whole album.
Everything, anything you took like
hard. Justin Timberlake's even the 2020 experience. Front to back.
I was just listening to 2020 experience. But artists I would want to work with, just on some like legendary stuff, probably like Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah.
I would love to like see what we could do and just try and bring him into like the new world, because I mean he just makes timeless music, and I would just love to see what we could like come up with together. You know what I'm saying?
That's lit. I like Lenny.
Yeah.
I like Lenny.
Last Rockstar.
Yeah, for real though. Cause that little crazy collab he did with Jay-Z, and it was at Heavy D. That Guns N' Roses or something like that. I still listen to it. That production was crazy, but that fit so perfectly. And I'm like, Lenny need to do more of that.
Yeah, like he the
Like,
only
for real.
dude who can like bro is like really cut from like that Prince type of cloth. Like it's just like he can go in and out of genres like it's nothing.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? And it's
yeah.
like,
He got that touch.
yeah,
He got that touch to,
Yeah.
to that plus, bro. So
For sure.
That's where it's at. So who would you want to open up for?
who would I want?
Artists, yeah.
What
right
show
now.
would I want to be on?
They was like, bro, we got the paperwork, but you got to choose which artist you want to go tour with. Who you gonna open up for?
Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak.
Anderson .Paak, because
Anderson.
the for one, the musicality, like me and my band, we've been like really inspired, like since when he first came on the scene, and then watching him with the Free Nationals, like that was one of the things that inspired like me to really start performing with a band. So like once I seen that, I was like, that's what I gotta, that's what I gotta do. And so from
How
there,
different is that though?
performing with a band.
Yeah, like from just regular, you can do instrumental, but having that live instrument.
Oh,
which
it's I mean, like,
it's unmeasurable.
yeah, but here's the thing though. There are people who can have that, but they don't know how to perform with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It is a different take on it.
It's different than just like jumping up and down. Like it's not that. Like you have to understand how to you got to know the music in and out.
And
you have
your people playing the
and they
instruments.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to know them. And like me and my band, we are really on one accord. Like I said, we've been playing together for 5 years, and so it's like that's a lot of shows, rehearsals, and so Anderson .Paak for sure. For one, the challenge, because it'd be like, all right. Because we try, I know when we get on stage, we trying to like shut it down before you go on, and
Right.
so yeah, that's definitely Anderson .Paak, probably, yeah, for sure.
Damn, that's lit, man. So shout out to your family, man, for the support. 'Cause I can tell they support you.
Ah, for sure.
So that's important. And that's important overall because I didn't always have that family support.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta take it serious and let them know, like, hey, this is it. This is what I love. This is what I'm gonna do. Y'all gotta go.
Well, nah, it was kind of the other way around. So it was like because it wasn't always. Music really caused like a conflict in my family. First, before I was like, I was so engulfed in it, it made me neglect them, which is how it should never be. Because the fact is, like, when I was broke, and I had nothing, and was married, and we had our son, we were sleeping on like a mattress with a hole in it,
Right.
like as college students.
Right.
I just don't know what fan is gonna do that with me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying? That like that's just the reality. So they care about me as a human being, as a person, when the world might never. So what, like, you put that into perspective, and then you lose it, and it's like you see what the destruction is caused by focusing on that. And so it literally destroyed my family. And by the grace of God, like he put it back together, and it's like, bro, I refuse to make that same mistake like again. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like just
Gross.
yeah, bruh, setting principles in my life to keep them in, to like keep me focused on the main thing, because that is the main thing. And I feel like if everything in my life lines up with those principles, faith, family, hustle, health,
Yeah.
like everything else it'll come, and it did. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was on every video set with me. They was at the live show. They were part of the live show. They both on my album, Focus Your Aim, Empty the Clip.
Yeah.
And it's like, now it's better. Now I'm like, my focus is more clear because we all on board together.
Yeah.
And they know, like, I'm not pedestaling this joker over them. Like, it's just not that crucial for me no more.
That's good to hear, bro. That's relieving. That's hard women. That's relieving as hell, bro. Because to see that you had a solution for that.
Yeah.
And some people, they still lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Well, I didn't have a solution.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, yeah.
It came though, but at the same time, you weren't open minded to it. It wouldn't have came.
For sure.
It wouldn't have hit you. So
For
that's
sure.
what I'm saying. Like, keep that open mind, man. Y'all listen to this shit. Because motherfuckers out there, they walking around like zombies, man. Don't know what's going on.
Well, I think everybody needs an anchor relationship, right? So I don't know what that is, whether that's somebody like relationship with God, or that's your wife, or that's your kids, or that's your. But you gotta have an anchor relationship that's gonna keep like maybe your best friend, like something that's gonna like keep things in perspective. Like, yo,
it
bruh,
grounded.
like, you know what I'm saying? How many artists we see die alone?
Yeah.
They die
way too
alone
early,
early.
man. So
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
keep
it's
that in
just,
perspective. A lot of people
Sure.
got the image twist up. So anyway, man, we gotta wrap up. I really want to keep this going, but So, it's a show. But anyway, Tulip Podcast, your boy G. Man, I'm with my boy Joe. So that's J. $PH. Y'all get that right. Y'all make sure y'all get that right. But y'all go check out his page. Go check out his music. Y'all go follow him. We're going to have his information on right here. Displayed right here doing some little weird shit. But y'all going to follow my boy, man. Dope stuff. He sound fucking off the charts. Texas bound. He look like he from Cali, but he Texas. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to the West Side.
Yeah. Shout out to the West though. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tulip Podcast, your boy G. We out.